567. think I said anything bad. Your attention please to all the fighters, make your way to your spot at this time. To all the fighters, make your way to your spot here on the stage at this time. We're looking for Harry Cruz. Harry Cruz. Estamos buscando a Harry Cruz. Harry Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have you join us here. Those watching via Facebook, Twitter, or now known as X, and also on DonKing.com. And welcome to our official press conference. I am Jeremiah Gallegos, your host today and ring announcer for Saturday night's huge fight card. We are back as legendary promoter and Hall of Famer, Mr. Don King, is proud to bring you People's Championship Boxing this Saturday night, December 2nd, from Casino Miami Highline in beautiful Miami, Florida, USA. Mr. King is all about celebrating America, freedom, and the beautiful sport of boxing. And as we approach the Christmas holiday, Mr. King is thrilled to announce he is giving back to the people the ultimate opportunity to watch live world-class championship boxing right here in Miami, Florida, with tickets at a reduced cost starting at only $25. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a heck of a deal. $25, especially for anyone who's never watched live world-class professional boxing. This is your chance. Tickets can be purchased at playcasinomiami.com or inside Casino Miami Highline. But that's not it, my friends. That is not it. Mr. King is all about making a splash, making history, and giving back to the people. So for the first time ever, Saturday night, People's Championship Boxing will be broadcasted and streamed live for free and simulcast all together. This will be the first time in the history of boxing that this is being done. It is pretty much a Christmas gift to you all, to all the boxing fans around the world. So it will be simulcasted for free on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, well now known as X, and also available for free on DonKing.com, courtesy of Mr. Don King, also on iTube247.com and Fight.tv. And it's all with some of the best in the business and some world champions and Hall of Famers on our boxing broadcast panel. We have Hall of Famer play-by-play voice, who's announced many of the best fights in the world, Hall of Famer Mark Abrams. Women's boxing trailblazer and legend, former world champion and international boxing Hall of Famer, the coal miner's daughter, Christy Martin. Hall of Famer Carl King, who has managed many world champions than anyone else. Albert Hainsworth, college All-American at the University of Tennessee, also first-round draft pick and two-time NFL All-Pro. And also Florida Boxing Hall of Famer, Vice President of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame, who wears many hats, also a great ring announcer, great commentator, Mr. Vaughn Alexander. Mr. King has set in place 7 professional fights, professional exciting attractions for this weekend's championship fight card. And as always, these fights are so good, we consider them all main event attractions. He'll provide more details on these fights in just a bit to give you a preview. Now, we are scheduled for 5 title features. All the action starting at 7 p.m., with the venue open at 6 p.m. and our official weigh-in Friday at Miami Highlight at 1 p.m. This is the People's Championship fight card. For you, the fans, for you, the people, we are ready to perform. The fighters are ready to perform and put on a show. And on this card, we feature an 8-round bantamweight attraction, undefeated Boynton Beach, Florida's own Lawrence Big Time Newton, as he takes on Oxnard, California's own Eric Ruiz. Then the vacant WBC Youth Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion is on the line as Fort Lauderdale's own undefeated Devon Williams looks for the belt against the savvy Nelson Babyface Morales from Scranton, Pennsylvania via La República Dominicana, the Dominican Republic. Also, the WBA Middleweight Championship will be decided when Alex Castro, 13-1 with 11 KO victories of Tuluá, Colombia, challenges Harry K. Cruz of the Bronx via Puerto Rico. A title was up for grabs for the vacant WBA International Lightweight title as it sits solo. The unblemished Antonio Perez of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania will take on Las Vegas resident in-ring veteran Lydell Hackman Haskell Rhodes. And also in our co-feature, Tre'Sean Wiggins of Newburgh, New York will defend his WBA NABA Welterweight strap against Cincy's own Chris Hurricane Howard. And topping the card, our main event feature, the WBA Continental America's Middleweight Championship. The young general, Ian Green, who has proved his talents at Casino Miami Highlight in the past, will defend his title against Vaughn the Animal Alexander of St. Louis, Missouri. And I have to also mention, nearly 20 years ago, Mr. Vaughn Alexander made his professional debut undercard with Don King Promotions. And we consider this his homecoming, so welcome back to DKP. So that being said, it's going to be mayhem Saturday night, and we invite everyone, all the boxing fans, sports fans, to make their way this Saturday night at Casino Miami Highlight for a great night of championship boxing. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome to the podium. He is synonymous with the sport of boxing, a global treasure, a global icon, the greatest promoter in the history of our sport, where he coined the phrase, "only in America." And he has worked with and promoted literally many of the greatest legends to enter the ring. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to the one, the only, the International Boxing Hall of Famer, Mr. Don King.
Well, thank you very much for the marvelous introduction, but the people are my most important assets. And I always make it clear that for the people is what it's all about. And we've got to get the best of those who are the best at what they do to illustrate and demonstrate the ability and the capability of what is real, and that is the people. You know what I mean? Not the ones that are extraordinarily wealthy and rich. You know what I mean? They comprise themselves of the qualities of getting money. But from getting honor and the intermediate part of the life-giving process, having their faith in religion, they put it all on the line for the benefit of the masses. And that being said, boxing is one thing. Defending life is another. And so you have the combination of those who are underprivileged, downtrodden, and denied, the opportunity to give of themselves in the protection for the rights that we enjoy, the rights that we endure only by our fighting resistance to taking away our freedom, taking away our peace, taking away our independence, and making decisions for us that we probably would have and could have made ourselves if we would stand up and fight for what is right. And that's what we are about to do here on Saturday night. We're going to have a super sensational second part series of give the people what they want. You know what I mean? Give the people what they want so they can elevate and build upon it with integrity and honor and decency, dignity, I should say, and do it for the people. And so I'm very happy, you know, for the fight title of the people, but I think we all should be aware that the vigilant and the valiant honor goes to those who are standing steadfast to defend against Russia, an invasion, unprovoked invasion, taking away the rights that you tonight or Saturday night will be able to fight for. You know what I mean? And so these are the rights what you do with the boxing gloves and walking up those 3 steps is what they do with their life, you know, so that they can protect you to do walking up the 3 steps, you know what I mean? And so I want to praise President Zelensky of the Ukraine, and the combination of his people that have the pride and the patriotic feeling that he will fight for those who give rights to those who the Constitution that was sworn into in 1776 or 1772 or 1774. They got them all 3 days. Each one measures one of the other, but they all come together as one. We the people. And so now we have added to that list the Star David with the Hamas unprovokedly attacking Israel and then saying that Israel is to blame. While we're sitting there looking at TV and it bops up, they just did this, that, and the other of disdain, but yet Israel is to blame. I mean, it's utterly ridiculous. But the fact is, you got 2 wars there. You got 13 wars throughout the world. And what we were preaching in the Ukraine is you can't take away the dignity, the pride, the patriotic feeling, and your benefit for your rights, and throw them away like they're nothing. And you can do without them. No, you can't. You know, you need your freedom. You need your liberty. You need the peace. You need them all in order to be able to give the people what they want and raise your children so that they can be able to replace you and take it to another step higher, you know, than you took it before them. And so I'm just happy about that because that's what gives us the right to stand before you and not be surprised attacked right here. You know what I mean? So you never know what's going to happen until it happens. You know what I mean? And then you got to be able to justify it and take it out if it's bad. Take it away if it's good, hang on to it. You know what I mean? So I'm just as thrilled as I can be to be there. And what we're doing now is on the Saturday, we're going to put the best against the best. All we can do as a promoter is to put the platform there. And when you get the platform there, the fighter has to be able to perform on that platform to be able to come out to be the people's champion. You know, not the judges. The judges can rule if it's righteous ruling, you know, what the decision would be, but there'll be a decision that you'll be made also in your mind. You know, and that's when when the two come together in unity, solidarity, and togetherness, then you have a people's champion. You know what I mean? And so we don't want to go out in the game of fake it till you can make it. We want to be able to deal with what is real on the table, but we want the people to be the judge. You know what I mean? And so we say, give the boxing back to the beautiful fans of boxing. And so for Christmas and Thanksgiving, we thank the Lord for whatever your religion may be. And I thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And we deal with that in a manner of pride and dignity, honor, and faith, you know. And so what I'm going to do now is to go over the card that Jeremiah. He's simply a wonderful an announcer. I'm very pleased and proud to have him as a part of the boxing family who distinctively gives the people the information, you know, that you take a high school class or a college class of 101, he gives it to you in one-on-one language so everybody will understand. He don't come in there playing the game of you took this out, put that in. No, he gave it to you like it is. You deal with it, you know. And so I'm thrilled of that. So we're going to start with the bang here, giving people what they deserve. Now he announced the fight that the championship fight was the one that we took as distinct. All of them are equal champions going into this fight on Saturday night. But no one can deny that the show stealer of that night was Ian Green. That's why we say that we put it into the category of those who have performed. So the fight with Ian Green is going to be the middleweight focus because he put on a show on the 9th that was simply fantastic. And to learn that he had a hurt hand or hurt something that he endured while he conquered his foe of that night. It was just a tremendous, tremendous redemption, for all those who were going wrong way and no way, to be able to come out and say what I've done. And I'm thrilled as always, to be able to recognize Christy Martin, as you know, who became world champion. Now she's the world champion of women's rights, and she's putting her whole effort, heart, and soul into getting women what they richly deserve, their rights, their freedom, to be able to have freedom of speech and to be able to dictate and to talk about what they're doing and how they're doing it, where they're doing it, and who they're doing it with, so that they can make certain that the edification is there to appreciate what a woman's contribution is and what it can be if we're giving her the opportunity to have her freedom, justice, and equality. And so we're going to say to you today, I want to bring up this guy, young man called Ian Green. He's got his hands full because the burden falls on him more because what he did before. Was it a fluke? Was it a sneak-in situation? Or was it real? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Don't play me out to show up one night and think you're going to ride it for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You got to continue to imitate and reiterate. You can't come up there one night. But right now, let me tell you that what Jeremiah announced him, that was an announcement. Now I want this man to be the spokesman for what he did, how he did, when he did it, and what he intends to do on Saturday night. Let me bring up this middleweight champion, Ian Green. Come on, Ian Green. I'm going to talk to him, baby. A man's man. That's what I like about it. He stands up,
First and foremost, I want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank Don King behind me. There's not really much I could say, All the hard work is done. I'm ready to perform, and I'm ready to prove that I'm not just the average middleweight. I'm an elite fighter. I'm one of the best middleweights in the world. Not one of the best. I'm the best middleweight in the world. I'm not sleeping on Vaughn, I know he's a great fighter, and make the best man win. See y'all Saturday.
That was very humble and noble. And when he ended it with inequality and said, may the best man win. Right, predominantly, he said he was the best in the world. You know what I mean? He already saying what he's saying, so don't hide and seek. You know what I mean? I'm the best in the world, you know what I mean? May the best man win. Well, it don't leave too much left. The best man, I'm the best in the world, you know what I mean? So I'm looking for a terrific performance from Mr. Green again, because he certainly did put on one that we reminisce about. And that's why he becomes the bright light in the path of darkness. You know what I mean? So this is why we're giving out sensational card. But you got to understand something. A young man that he's about to take on, he was the best in the world. He got out of the world of boxing and went in the world of police knocking out. You know what I mean? So he's here. He said, I'm back again. I'm the best in the world. But I'm going to let him see it, not me see it. All I know is that he did some kind of time like I did. I did 5 years with what they call a probational, 4 years with a what they call it, shock probation. I had never made a crime, so therefore they showed me by putting me in jail and let me out in 30 days that I'm gonna change my ways. You know what I mean? And that I'm gonna be all right now because I'm out of I'm in shock probation. They don't let me out. Well, they tricked me again because my shock probation for 30, 60, or 90 days at the most turned into 4 years. You know what I mean? And so the system is a remarkable system. And as I said earlier, this system has the capability of making right wrong and making wrong right. It is remarkable, and you can never underestimate it, the power of this system, because it's there. You know what I mean? And we find ourselves being helplessly carried away by the system, which perpetuates lies, hypocrites, crooks, what else? The criminals. What else they can call us? And but whatever it is, they put it on you and they make the right the wrong. This is what happened to Donald Trump, a guy who brought in the innovation and had the guts to stand up and fight. Whether he be wrong or right, he stood up to fight. See, what they would usually get with blacks, they would not get no return match, because there would never be no match. They would give up their vote for nothing. No reputation, nothing comes back. You just give up your rights. You know what I mean? And that's why they take and keep it under control like they do. So now, but this guy I'm about to introduce, he didn't take it back there, whatever it is, 15, 20 years ago. He didn't take that. He wouldn't accept that. So no, I don't know whether or not he's going to accept Ian Green saying he's the best in the world and may the best man win. Now, I don't know if he's going to accept that, but the only way you can find out is to ask them. All righty then. Okay, this young man here was with me 20 years ago, or whatever amount of time it is, because time just moves on with me. Vaughn Alexander. And so Vaughn Alexander had a brother too, and he had a trainer named Kevin Cunningham. Now, all of these things are back again as a reciprocation or replay. So let me bring up Vaughn Alexander and let him tell you how he feels, because I know he wants the best man to win, and he wants the best man to win. And so we want the best man to win. So come on up here, Vaughn, and talk to him. Talk to the people. Talk to the people. Yeah, talk to the people. Yeah, help him out here, man. Help him out here.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. I'm grateful to be back in this position. I guess you can say all them years ago I wasn't ready, but now it's a different situation. I'm a fully grown man. I got kids. I got a wife. So I'm all the way together. I train hard for this fight, like I always do for every fight. I'm not here to downplay nothing that Ian has done or will do. But Saturday, Ian about to get that ass tapped, and I promise you that Ian ain't been in there with nobody like me. I know watched some of his fights. Even the other guy that's with Don. I watched they fight. If this all Don got to offer, he might as well just go and give me the money, and let me shake. But like I said, no disrespect to this brother. Everybody deserve a little bit of praise getting in the ring, because it do take a lot to get in there, to put your life on the line, and everybody fight for different things, and I'm just back in a position where I was 20 years ago, and I know me being in this position, I'm only a couple of fights from a world title. So I appreciate Don. I thank Don for bringing me back to the platform, and watch me work Saturday.
Now that's facts, folks. Tell it like it is. That's facts, And so it's really exciting that we're going to have a great evening of boxing, and the guys are speaking themselves. So therefore, they stand for themselves first and foremost, and they collectively are humble and hopeful that others will stand with them to make them the people's champion. So this was, you heard it all from the spotlight of the center of the game. Now we got a guy from, where are you from? Newburgh, New York. He's a champion of the WBA NABA, a welterweight champion title bout. 10 rounds is Tre'Sean Wiggins, the NABA welterweight champion from Newburgh, New York. 15, 5 and 3, 8 KOs. Now Tre'Sean is a hometown favorite naturally, and the people in Newburgh has been hollering me to bring a world title fight back to Newburgh, and it may be really a good thing for them to be hollering because the winner of this fight, may be in demand of a world title fight. Because I don't play those games. If you got it, put it up there. You put it up to win. You're in it to win it. Can't give in, you can't give up, and you can't quit. You know what I mean? You got to be able to deal with what's real. And that's what we're going to make it happen on this Saturday night for free. But there really is nothing free. There's never no free lunch. You know what I mean? So, but what you say for free, you don't have to pay this time. You know what I mean? But if you want to look at it again the next time, you have to pay. You know what I mean? But so tune in when it's free and be able to really love and understand what you're getting in the fight performances of the performers in the ring. And so I am very happy and very pleased and honored that I have the privilege and the opportunity to bring together this much-wanted Newburgh sensation, but to be able to deal with it in a manner of dignity and pride, and to be able to present it to the public, who is my asset, the biggest in the world, and then that way we can choose with our humbleness as do we concur with the decision of the judges or whether we don't concur with the decision of the judges. And the people's decision will be the everlasting decision, because he will be becoming the people's championship and champion. So that's what we're looking at. So I'm gonna let this guy talk for himself, just like he did with Ian Green and Vaughn Alexander. The facts speak for themselves. You know what I mean? So if you're real, you're gonna get the deal, and if you're messing around, you're gonna get knocked out. So we'll find out which way it's going to be. We're bringing the champion up here now of the welterweight division, Tre'Sean Wiggins. All right, Tre'Sean, baby.
How y'all doing, man? Thanks, Don, for having me back. It's been a little while. I'm ready. I'm excited. I work hard. I've been training for a very long time. Been out the ring for like 10 months, but still been training. I've been in the gym almost every day. And I'm ready to showcase Saturday like I always do, man. I don't know too much about my opponent. I know he's tough, but that don't mean too much, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to show out and show you what I got. All right?
Yeah, well, I don't know whether y'all understood it or not, but he scored one knockout. He let me know what time it is, you know what I mean? Don't get carried away, DK, you know what I mean? Because, if you think that other guys are going to win, this Chris Howard, who was scheduled to fight, Adrian Broner, the real problem, you know what I mean? And he stimulates nothing but problems, you know what I mean? So he creates problems, you know what I mean? I just thank God that I'm a problem solver, because I'm a problem. So that was great. But to give up, what they call it, Adrian Broner, to give up his shot, somebody stepped in, the Lord stepped in, I would imagine, and so he's been postponed. So, but Chris Howard, he didn't want no postponement. So he asked the Lord for a pardon and let him go back and take on his champion, Tre'Sean Wiggins. And so now you heard what Tre'Sean had to say. And now let's deal with what Chris Howard would have done if he could have done to Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? The real problem. Okay, so come on up here, Chris Howard. Talk to him, man. Convince him, baby.
Sir.
Convince him.
Thank you, Don.
Are you all right?
First and foremost, I want to thank the King Most High, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for allowing me this opportunity. So much has went into to my boxing, my life. I want to thank Split Team Management. I want to thank my father. I got a fantastic daddy over there. Been with me through thick and thin my whole life. Hard days at work and then coming back and we work in the rock pile. We're from Tennessee. I'm from the woods. So he's for him to come back after work and go to the gym with me and put in the work and just grind. It's a 24-hour process, especially with me. I'm hard-headed at sometimes. So, I want to thank everybody for this opportunity. Being able to fight for a world title is a big accomplishment from where I've come from. It's a shame we didn't get to fight Adrian. Me and Adrian have history, a lot of history, and but it all worked out. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna try to show everyone that I'm back. I'm here. Also I want to say hello to my son Roman Bryce. I love you. Let's see, what else do I need to say? I like talking a little bit, man. It's good to be up here. It's good to be in the spotlight. I'm really, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Come watch me on Saturday night, and I'm gonna do my best to put it on this guy. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. He never say die. Never lay down and cry. He's going out there and do his thing. Adrian is his problem. Ain't none of Chris's problem. Because this guy, Chris's problem is this guy that he's fighting. Who's this guy, Chris Powell? That guy, that's a world champion. Yeah, oh yeah, the guy from Newburgh Heights. Okay, well, we're going to see what's going to happen now. They done both laid the groundwork for, what our opinion will be. And so that will be on Saturday night, and it will be seen from the action of what they have done before. So this is what will be the people's champion coming out of the match that will be taking on the champion of the NABA and dealing with it as for real. All right. So then we heard from Antonio Perez, and his name was mentioned by Jeremiah, and Haskell Rhodes. Well, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's Antonio Perez. This is for the WBC vacant international lightweight title bout. So this is a vacant title that's got to be fulfilled. And it's going to be fulfilled by, what is this guy's name? Oh, I don't know. I guess they have to tell you what his name is, who's going to be able to do it. I'm not clairvoyant, so I'm going to stay in my place. I'm going to let you let them say what they're going to do. Then we can demonstrate and illustrate and analyze, whether they were telling the truth or not. So we're going to let these guys know now. We done got through with the Tre'Sean Wiggins and Chris Howard. And now for this vacant title, Antonio Perez. Antonio Perez, where are you? Antonio Perez, baby. Yes. Antonio Perez.
I would like to start off by saying thank you, Don King, for letting me perform on his platform. I want to say thank you to my coach. He's been here throughout the training camp, making sure I stood sharp. My last fight was at 147. This one's at 135. I've been wanting to fight at 135, and they finally gave me the chance. I wasn't worried about weight at all. This was one of my longest training camps, about 3 months, due to little guy over there pulled out about 2 times. It's cool. We're going to catch him later on. Yeah. But I want to say thank you to my new opponent. I appreciate you for taking this fight. You keep talking over there. It's cool. You gonna get your ass whooping real soon. But I ain't worried about him. He had his chance 2 times already. It's cool. appreciate my new opponent. I'm going to put on a good boxing performance. And I just hope everybody in here in this arena and everybody stays safe and we have a good night Saturday.
Yes, Antonio Perez. Yes, and he was there shouting from the way up in the heights. Another dynamic fighter that couldn't find his way. But he's going now to recoup himself and re-strategize, you know what I mean, because Antonio Perez is going for that vacant title, and it wouldn't be vacant if it was done by this young man, Bang Bang, you know what I mean. It would be something else to talk about. But Antonio Perez has laid the groundwork for the Haskell Rose, you know. Now, is Haskell Rose the one that's going to be here? Is he here? Oh, yeah, okay. Come on, Haskell Rose. So one guy is missing. I don't know who he is yet, but the FBI is on his trail. Come on, Haskell, baby. Yeah, and the guy's a cop, too, you know.
I like to thank God and Don King right here. I was going to do a lot of talking, but they basically already sold the fight for me, so thank y'all. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I was like, hey, what's up, man? He walked right by me. I got my government name now. They got Haskell. You know, but everybody call me Liddell. But, you know, this Saturday it's going to be a good fight, you know. And I'm ready to watch all other fights. There's a lot of dogs on the card, but I'm just here to show up and show I'm a big dog, too. So we're going to do a thing on Saturday, and let's make it happen.
All right. Love you, my man. Yes, that was... Yes, Perry there. That was really Haskell Rose. Okay, now we come to the WBA, NABA, middleweight is the title about. Another middleweight title about, and this one was Alex Castro. Alex Castro is from Tupac, Colombia, and that's the one who fell. He fell to the dynamicism of Ian Green. All right, so but never did he give up, and he's going back now for another category of middleweight championship. And so we'll see how he comes out when he goes into that ring with the idea of being the people's champion, which is left in the hands of the people, so there ain't no rule that captivates the mind and dictates what it should do. Your talent is what's going to be what you do and how you do. And how you demonstrate and illustrate it is what will be the rendering result. And I do know that this guy, Alex Castro, put up one hell of a fight with this other young man that's the champion that's going to, you know, with Ian Green. And so it's going to be a super card. Ain't no question about that. But getting the people's champion and getting the WBA or the WBC to recognize their ability and capability and put them in for the world title, and we will not be quiet on that front. These fighters they're fighting to try to elevate themselves, and elevation they must have, because then they got another problem with me. You know what I mean? So as long as they come out straight, everything will be all right. You know what I mean? But we ain't got no time to be playing around. You know, and if you don't believe me, ask Christy Martin. You know what I mean? She'll set you straight. You know what I mean? She's dynamic, boy, I'm telling you. Oh, how it used to be. Thanks for the memories. Yeah. But I welcome home, Bang Bang. Welcome home, baby. You got to find your way to get back to the stage again. We're going to help you to do that. We're going to help you to do that. Okay. All right, come on up here, Alex Castro. Alex Castro, you know what I mean? He is, y'all. He is. I can attest that he's a fighter's fighter. Hey, Alex, baby.
Hola, espero que todos estén bien. Bueno, mi nombre es Alexander Castro. Aquí vengo de nuevo a dar lo mejor de mí. En enero tuvimos una derrota, pero yo me sentí ganador. Y bueno, acá estoy de nuevo. Esta vez voy a pelear con Harry Cruz. Y pues voy a enfocarme en él por ahora, pero quisiera una revancha. Ese uno que está ahí me está haciendo estorbo, entonces necesito la revancha para demostrar que soy el mejor acá.
So he said that he'd like to thank everybody for being here. He hoped everybody liked what they saw last year. He felt that he won the fight, but they learned a lot from that fight, and he'll bring more on Saturday. He hopes everybody here and everybody watching can come see him, support him on Saturday, and show everyone that what he's learned from last year and what he's bringing to the table this year. And he's looking forward to putting that strap around his waist.
Anything else to say?
Bueno, y gracias a Don King por darme esta nueva oportunidad y a todo su equipo. Bueno, voy a demostrar lo mejor de mí este sábado. Gracias a todos.
We'd like to, like everyone else, including myself, I want to thank Don King for allowing us this opportunity. He's going to do his best on Saturday to bring home the belt of Tuluwa, and so he wants to thank everybody.
Thank you, Alex, for being there to be called upon and being ever ready to take on the situation at hand. It's going to be super. And fighting Alex Castro, this Harry Cruz. Come on up here, Harry Cruz. Is he here? That's the missing link. That's the missing link. Yeah, Harry Cruz is a cop. They said he couldn't get out there. He had to be on duty protecting us so he can go in there and take care of the business against Alex Castro. So he got a double duty, you know what I mean? So he's going to take off. He couldn't take off to get here today, but he arrives on Thursday and ready to be able to fight, they say, to make weight, to fight on Friday. So this is going to be a super sensational evening of boxing. We got the cop who was late, you know, and so Alex Castro is going to give him a break, you know, let him slide by, not being able to be here at the press conference, but he sends his word, you know what I mean, that he will be here and he will be heard around the world on Saturday night. So I hope his words is something that he can enjoy, you know what I mean, because all of that stuff is excitement, because that means he got to try to take care of what we saw a masterful job of doing with Ian Green, you know what I mean. So now I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited about the anticipation, you know what I mean. So I'm thrilled beyond description, and I know this is going to be something, and you ain't got to pay for it, you know what I mean. You can look at it for free, you know what I mean. And I'm working on getting somebody to buy tickets for those who can't afford to have tickets, because I want the arena to be full. And so we'll see whether I'm successful or not, you know, and I'll be working at that means of trying to be a success with a great supportive card, you know. And so now we have a 6-round bout. No, we got to get Harry Cruz first, no? Okay, is Harry Cruz, that's the Mr. Link, ain't it? Harry Cruz, that's the one is that the Mr. Link?
He's not here.
Huh?
Harry Cruz is not here. Let's see, we have Devon Williams and Newton left.
Oh, Devon Williams and Lawrence Newton, they're here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a holy name, too, you know that. And one of the disciples, you know. Okay, well, Jeremiah is profoundly correcting me in telling me who's here and who isn't here. Okay, so we got Devon Williams. He's here. And so we're going to bring Vaughn Williams on up here and let him talk for himself. Where you at, Vaughn? Oh, you down there with Kevin Cunningham down there, huh? Yeah. Let's see what's going on over there. Tell people what the score is, man.
I want to thank y'all for coming out. I want to thank God, thank Don King for giving me the opportunity. But man, training camp over, man, all the hard work is done. Saturday night, we're going to take care of this easy work.
It's all right, that's all right. You rather top, I would about him. Okay, now we got Vaughn Williams now. What's the other one? Or Lawrence Newton to Jeremiah? Yes. Okay, Lawrence Newton, come up here and tell me what you're going to do with Vaughn Williams. How are you, baby?
Yeah, first off, I want to thank God, thank Don King for giving me the opportunity to show my skills. I don't know much about my opponent. I know he got 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head to beat on and a body to beat on. So, come Saturday night, I will come out victorious.
All right, Daddy. Move the ship, man. Unbelievable. Wow. Woo. Woo. Well, I'm telling you the truth. This is, he really knocked me out. He confused me. Which one was I talking about? Yeah, so we got Jeremiah. Well, come on over and help me.
Let's see. I think that's everybody here. He's not here. Nelson Malaz is not here. I think everybody's good, and I don't know if Mr. Kevin Cunningham wants to say something.
Well, yeah, we're going to definitely get Kevin, because Kevin, he's got his hands mixed in everything, the good and the bad and the different, you know what I mean? Boy, Kevin Cunningham got his hands full, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. He needs it himself, man, to give us the thrill of the indescribable, to let you know that it's as great anticipation that is indescribable, is going to take place, and that's why he had to be here to be able to try to explain this English to Japanese, and of the situation that comes about when you have these type of things here. And so when you got a problem solver, a problem creator, it's really a bitch, you know. It's hard to be able to understand. But that's why God gave Kevin Cunningham the ability and the capability to know the difference from right and wrong. You know, and you must understand also that Kevin Cunningham is fighting for the future. He has the deal where it's a youth title. You know, I never heard of the youth title. You know, but I do know that the youth will become, you know, man, woman, you know what I mean? They will keep going and they'll be elevating themselves. And so rather than me try to analyze and make things what they are or what they aren't, but to bring out the truth. And the truth crushed to the earth will rise again. That is what William Cullen Bryant says. And so Thomas Carlyle said, no lie can live forever. You know what I mean? So lie will be made the truth with Kevin Cunningham. And the truth will stand free. You know, not your possession or my position or your position, but the truth position. And so it stands free. So let me bring up the man who can solve all of our problems and let you know what was in store for you. And then he's masterfully is working on the world title fight from anybody who wants to fight. His real problem, Adrian Bruner. So we're going to be a lot to be told from this fight Saturday night. A lot of questions will be answered, and a lot of people will be acclaiming the opportunity to become the people's champion of the world. And that's what we are working for, that's what we are dealing with, and that's what we are fighting for with people like Kevin Cunningham. Come on up here, Kevin. Yeah, you way there. You got 20-year history too with this Alexander guy. You know, this Alexander, you know, he got a long history with him.
Thanks, Don. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Don for still giving young fighters opportunities. You know, those of you, you know, they're not saying it now, but, you know, or they do say it, but, you know, Don's the best boxing promoter to ever live. And these young fighters that he's giving opportunities to now should really recognize just who they're getting the opportunity by and kind of give him his flowers now. And that's what I want to do, give him his flowers now, because he's the best to ever do it. All right? And he's giving my young guy, Vaughn Williams, an opportunity to fight for the WBC youth title. And my other kid, he's been off. He's the NABA bantamweight champion, but he's been off for 15 months due to an injury. So Don's giving these kids an opportunity to get their careers back on track and take it to the next level. So I want to thank Don for that. And it's kind of a special moment for me right now, because I'm up here with my son that I raised, him and his brother. Well, actually, I raised him and all of his brothers. And to see him get an opportunity to continue on with his career, it's a special moment for me. Come on up here, Vaughn. So, you know, it's a good weekend. It's going to be a great weekend Saturday night. Everybody come out, get the tickets. It's going to be a night of great fights. And let's do it.
Well, a mountain of questions have arisen, I should say, which you just got to get the opportunity to be able to speak them. You know, you got to talk the talk. You know, you got to walk the walk. So we want to open up the floor to questions from anybody and everybody. I heard you stop the thing out there. Sabotage. You know what I mean? So you don't get a break nowhere. All right, but anyway, any questions for anybody that they want to ask of any of the guys here, and let's make it happen. You know, so everybody know they've got a free participation into the elevation of the sport of boxing. For the beautiful fans of boxing, the show is going to be for free, and for all of the different sections I'm going to let Jeremiah tell you about, that in all the countries of the world, and they tell me it's some kind of first of all of these different social media channels. They'll be carrying this fight, and it will done on the 12th is a gift from me back to the people of the United States, and anything after the 12th, then they're going to be paid to be able to get it. But I'm going to let Jeremiah explain that, because he can do it with deliberation and clearness, you know, that I'd be lost to be able to find. And so I want to be able to let everybody know. You can ask any kind of question. Come on, Jeremiah. You can lead them through the water. Lead them through the water. You know what I mean?
All right, we're going to go ahead and take some questions real quick. We'll hand the mic over. Okay.
I guess the first question is for Vaughn. After all you've been through in and out of the ring, to be back with Don, having Kevin working on the card, what's this all mean to you after all these years?
I mean, it's a good feeling. It's a you know, I'm just grateful to be you know, back in the position that I was in. I'm gonna really be able to say I'm back in the position once I be victorious Saturday. But it's a good feeling seeing Kevin. It's a tremendous feeling to be up here. Don giving me another opportunity after, you know, a good start to my career. So, I mean, I'm grateful to be in this position right now. You know, I done worked hard to get here. Saturday is gonna be a hell of a performance for myself because I got to show that I must put the middleweight division on notice. They know who I am, and they know what I'm bringing. It ain't no secret about how I fight. I'm coming, and however long it lasts, I'ma be there.
Question for Chris. What's the last month, the range of emotions with the Broner fight falling through, but now getting a pretty good, real good opportunity, so, you know, on the same card, so close to each other?
You know, first of all, I got to thank Don King for that. You know, with Adrian falling out, it bothered me, you know, because that was a big opportunity. You know, Adrian and I have history together. He and I probably sparred 500 rounds together through through camps. And I also want to, you know, Coach Michael Stafford, may he rest in peace. You know, he's been a great mentor for the sport of boxing. You know, Adrian lost his main trainer there. He's just, you know, it's very sad that we lost such a great aspect in the sport of boxing. And you know, that man let me in his house. That was a good dude. But as far as, you know, this opportunity, you know, we took this fight on you know, I was relentless. I was talking to my manager day in, day out. I was very upset when I found out that Broner's hand was hurt. You know, they made this fight happen in less than a week. You know, I think we signed a contract on Sunday, so it's a great opportunity. It's something that I can look forward to. Man, all praise and glory be to Jesus Christ, man. There's nobody without him, none of this is possible. You know, I was struggling in years of addiction and just fell off, man. I'm blessed, bro. You know, thank you, Don King. Thank everybody for being here. I want to come out. I want to show out and give you my best effort, and I think it'll be good enough. We'll see.
Question for Tre'Sean Wiggins. Tre'Sean, I want to kind of dovetail on what Kevin was talking about the opportunity that young fighters are getting to fight on a big stage like a Don King show. You've had a number of opportunities to fight for Don, and I wonder, what does it mean to your career as you're moving up looking for a world title to have this big stage with a legendary promoter like Don King?
I mean, it's always a blessing, man. I thank God every day about it. I mean, I've been working hard for this opportunity, so it's just like another day in the office, as bad as I want it, you know.
And a question for Alex Castro. Danny, you can take this and translate if you would.
Sure.
Danny Santiago, of course, Florida Boxing Hall of Fame fighter and champion. And Danny, if you could ask Alex what he's been working on most in the gym while getting ready for this big comeback fight here in Miami.
Alex, él está preguntando que tú estabas trabajando en el campamento que tú estabas teniendo para esta pelea aquí en Miami.
Me preparé en Colombia, tuve mi preparación en Colombia y acá terminé, ajusté algunas cositas, pero estamos listos, siempre estamos listos para pelear. Siempre, no faltamos, todos los días estamos entrenando fuerte.
He says this particular time he trained, we did most of our training in Colombia. We had some southpaws there we could work with, you know. He made some adjustments since he fought here just last month, but he's made some adjustments since last year. We've tried to control his emotions a little bit as a coach, you know. He saw blood in the ring and he went nuts, you know. And you know what's funny is that before we walked into the ring, I don't take anything away from any fighter. I was a fighter myself 20-some years ago. I was with Don, you know. But when I walked into the ring last year, January, I told him if something goes south or if you hurt the guy, whatever, don't lose your shit. Don't lose your cool. Keep your focus. And when he saw blood, he did the exact opposite of what I asked for. So we've been working on keeping him a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed, doing what he does, because not many people know that his boxing IQ is off the charts. So last time he fought here last month, he showed it, and he's looking forward to showing it again a little bit more this weekend.
All right, this question is for Vaughn Alexander. Vaughn, I wanted to ask, you seem very confident about something in Ian Green's skill set. Well, what is it about Ian that had you so confident in beating him on Saturday?
It ain't even about Ian. It's my skill set. I mean, it's what I bring to the table, and there is nothing that nobody in the middleweight division brings to the table that I ain't already seen or that I ain't already faced. So the only thing, this is nothing. Everything that I said coming up to the podium has nothing to do with Ian. Ian is another fighter just like me, but the difference is Ian don't want this as much as I do, and I promise you he do not want this as much as I do. And Saturday is gonna show that. It's gonna show from round one until however it lasts. I'm coming. It ain't no secret how I'm coming. I'm coming to knock dude out. Period. It ain't no secrets of I ain't trying to box him. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm trying to bang. Period. And whatever he do, I got an answer for it.
All right. Ian, do you have a rebuttal?
Say less.
I guess my follow will be for actually Don. Don, both men on the stage have history with the current unified champion, Johnny Beck. Don, questions for Don. Both gentlemen on stage have history with the current unified middleweight champion, Johnny Beck. Vaughn fought into a split decision. Ian, I know, has been in camp with Johnny Beck. Is the winner of this fight going to get pushed to fight Johnny Beck next? Can we go up there? Yeah. Okay, I'll go up there. All right. Hey, right here. That's good. Is that good? All right, so the question was, Don, both these gentlemen, Vaughn Alexander and Ian Green, they have history with the unified middleweight champion, Johnny Beck. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but Johnny Beck, Vaughn fought him to a split decision, lost in, I think, his fourth pro fight, and Ian, I know, has been in camp with Johnny Beck. Will the winner of this fight be getting pushed to fight Johnny Beck, who was the unified middleweight champion?
Yes. I don't know what Johnny Beck, whether we still be the champion or not. But he got to be going to still be pushed to fight for that middleweight championship if he has it. You know what I mean? We want the best. We want the best against the best, and that's why we come out, and that's why we give it away for free, because it's a fan base gift from the heart. You know what I mean? And not from any kind of trickery, any kind of things that will be any kind of way give it to somebody for that undeservedly. So it's going to be a great show. And definitely they're going to be pushed for the championship of the world. And that's a foregone conclusion. Anybody else want to know anything else?
Thank you, Don. One more question. This one's actually for Antonio Perez down there. Antonio, could you educate the public on what happened with you and Antonio Bang Williams?
I'm not going to speak too much on it. We were scheduled to fight last month. I think he got an injury or something, so it got postponed to Saturday. Something else happened, but right now it ain't about me and him. It's about me and my opponent. It's about me and my opponent, and then after I handle business on Saturday, just know it's gonna be time for an ass whooping for him next. Yeah, keep talking. Yeah. So why didn't you fight me? So why aren't we fighting Saturday? Okay.
Hey, I have a question for Alex Castro. If you're successful with the fight that you have coming up this Saturday with the split decision between you and Ian Green. Would you look for a rematch?
Si gana la pelea este fin de semana y todo salga bien, ¿te gustaría una revancha? ¿Cómo tú quieres ver una revancha con Ian Green? ¿Cómo tú esperabas ver? ¿Cómo tú ves esa oportunidad?
Claramente que sí, quiero la revancha, para eso me estuve preparando. No sé por qué voy a pelear con Harry Cruz. Yo quería la revancha ahorita mismo. Pues bueno, son cosas que pasan. Estoy listo para pelear con cualquiera. No vine a jugar, vengo a pelear acá.
He said that during our preparation for the last year, he's been preparing for a rematch against Ian Green. He's wanted all year, every single fight that Don has put on, he's wanted a rematch with Ian Green. It's not our side that doesn't want the rematch. He wants a rematch. He'll do it this Saturday. He prepared for whatever. He didn't want to fight Harry Cruz, although he'll do what he's got to do because he's ready to fight anybody.
We have any other questions? Any other questions? All right, that being said, to all the fighters, do not leave. We need you to meet right behind. We're going to meet right behind here at the Largo room number 1. So, and we're going to do a quick face-off between our fighters. We're going to move the podium real quick. All right, we're going to start with our main event attraction right here. The WBA Continental USA Middleweight title is on the line. Ian Green, Vaughn Alexander, Saturday night from Casino Miami Highline, Miami, Florida. Ten rounds of action. The WBA Continental USA Middleweight title up for grabs right here. Our champion, Ian Green, ready to go. Vaughn Alexander looking for the shot he's been waiting for.
Tre'Sean Wiggins.
And now the face-off for a 10-round affair, the WBA NABA Welterweight title. The champion, Tre'Sean "Trigger" Wiggins. Take it on, Tennessee's own Chris Howard. Our face-off right here with the legendary promoter, Mr. Don King of Don King Productions. Our co-feature attraction ready to go. Here they are. The WBC vacant international lightweight title belt between Antonio Perez and Lydell Rhodes. This is for 10 rounds, WBC vacant international lightweight title. Antonio Perez from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Haskell Rhodes fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We also have the WBA NABA middleweight title attraction from Tuluá, Colombia, Alex Castro. His opponent will be arriving shortly, unable to be here for our press conference. A 10-round affair. The WBC vacant youth intercontinental super lightweight title, Devon Williams. His opponent will be arriving soon, quite not here yet. Out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, here fighting in his home state. Also with Lawrence Newton, representing Kevin Cunningham of Cunningham Boxing. And that will wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us for the official press conference. A big thank you to the legendary Mr. Don King of Don King Productions. Our official weigh-in is Friday at Casino Miami Highline at 1 p.m. Join us then, ladies and gentlemen, and Fight Night Saturday from the Casino Miami Highline starting at 7 p.m. live on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, formerly now known as X, on DonKing.com, iTube247.com, and on Fight.tv. Until then, friends, we thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. God bless. And as always, let's get the mayhem started.